Hello everyone, you're watching the news now and I am Bindya with the TNN English News. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Indian Air Force ends its operation in Afghanistan. All aircrafts return from Tajikistan. History made in Supreme Court. 9 judges took oath together. A 16-year-old Afghan national detained at Lakhanpur. Inquiry probe on. America leaves Afghanistan before deadline. Taliban celebrates with fireworks. And India's Manish Narwal qualifies for men's 10-meter air pistol final at Tokyo Paralympics. And now the news in detail. Indian Air Force has withdrawn all its aircrafts and personnel involved in the operation to evacuate Afghan civilians as well as Indian officers and civilians. As per the reports, C-17 and C-130J aircraft have returned to their respective locations after being deployed in Tajikistan and Afghanistan to help those stranded in Kabul. India had deployed some of its aircrafts at the Aini Air Base in Dushanbe, Tajikistan. C-130Js were also used to bring passengers from Kabul to Dushanbe, from where they were brought back to India. IAF planes were also used to evacuate Indian officials stranded at Mazar-e-Sharif and Kandahar consulates. 9 new judges have taken charge in the Supreme Court today. Chief Justice N.V. Ramana administered the oath of the office to everyone this morning. Out of the 9 people who have become Supreme Court judges today, 8 are Chief Justice of Judges of the High Court. Apart from him, a senior lawyer has also been appointed directly as the Supreme Court judge. Trending with the time, the swearing-in program of the new judge took place in the auditorium built in the new building of Supreme Court. Along with this, for the first time, the swearing-in program of the judges was also telecasted live on Doordarshan. Jallianwala Bagh, known as a dark chapter recorded in the history of India, has been renovated, and there is a wave of outrage and criticism against the government on the social media regarding the renovation of Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar city of Punjab. Now, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has also given his reaction by targeting the centre on this matter. Taking on to a social microblogging site, he said that it is an insult to the martyrs of Jallianwala Bagh, and being himself a son of a martyr, he would not tolerate insult to martyrs at any cost. There is a criticism on changing the actual corridors. The Shahidi well has been completely renovated. New galleries, walls with bullet marks have also been preserved. At the same time, a digital documentary was prepared by Light and Sound so that people could get complete information about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It has a seating capacity of 80 people now. A 16-year-old teenager was detained by the Jammu and Kashmir police today at the COVID testing center at Lakhanpur in Kathua district. The youngster, suspected to be an Afghan national, was detained at Lakhanpur on J&K Punjab national border, which is the gateway to Jammu and Kashmir. For a detailed report, let's go to TNN's Ruhani.
सुबह जब 6-7 बजे, क्योंकि लखनपुर नाका 24/7 काम करता है और वहाँ पे कंपल्सिव सब लोगों का टेस्ट होता है एक्सेप्ट डबल वैक्सीनेटेड लोगों का। ये यंगस्टर था, तो वहाँ पे जब पुलिस पार्टी ने इसको चेक किया होगा आधार कार्ड वगैरह के लिए, तो वो उसके पास नहीं था। और उसके बाद उसको पूछताछ करने के बाद पता चला कि उसने बताया कि मैं काबुल से।
क्या देखते हैं सर, जम्मू कश्मीर काफ़ी संवेदनशील है इस वक्त, और अफगान नागरिक का कश्मीर की तरफ, जम्मू की तरफ आना, तो सुरक्षा के हिसाब से
लोग वैलिड डॉक्यूमेंट्स पे ट्रैवल करते हैं, तो इसमें हम वेरिफिकेशन करेंगे।
While the government and administration talked all about promoting panchayats and primary education institutions, the dilapidated condition of the Batadoria Government Primary School in Balakot Panchayat of Poonch makes all these claims baseless. People say that this school is in a porous state for the last decade, and despite several requests to the administration, they are watching it as a mock spectator. People say that the school building is in such a dilapidated condition that 30 students studying under open sky are exposed to sun and rain. People demanded to the government and District Commissioner Poonch to get the school building constructed soon.
मैं मुतल्लिका गवर्नमेंट से बिलखसूस हमारे डीसी साहब हैं जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट पूंछ के, उनसे इल्तिजा करता हूँ कि देखो, ये जो बिल्डिंग है आज से 35 साल पहले इसको टीन डाला और 10 दिन के बाद इसका टीन टूट गया। उसके बाद ये आज तक स्कूल चल रहा है, जिसमें स्टाफ के 3 आदमी मौजूद हैं, बच्चे 35-40 हैं। और क्या वो महफूज हैं, टीचर महफूज हैं, यहाँ बच्चे भी यहाँ महफूज हैं। इसको देखा जाए और इसकी दहवत की जाए कि या गवर्नमेंट इन अगर हॉस्पिटल या स्कूल के लिए गवर्नमेंट के पास पैसा नहीं है तो फिर गवर्नमेंट किस चीज़ की गवर्नमेंट है, हम ये पूछना चाहते हैं इनसे।
The research scholars of NIT Srinagar today staged a protest demonstration at NIT campus against their demands for release of their fellowship. The protesting candidates said that their scholarships are delayed for months together, and despite a government ruling for the immediate release, the scholars have to send representations for the release of their fellowships and scholarships.
तब जाके हमें हमारी सुनवाई होती है और हमारी फेलोशिप जो है रिलीज़ हो जाती है। अब की बार भी जो है हमारी फेलोशिप 5 महीने से लटकी हुई है और हमें कोई सुनवाई इसमें नहीं हो रही है। हमने रिप्रेजेंटेशन दी बार को, मिनिस्ट्री को हमने लेटर लिखी और डायरेक्टर सर को हमने रिप्रेजेंटेशन दी, इनके थ्रू भी हमने मिनिस्ट्री को अप्रोच किया, लेकिन वो टच से मस नहीं हो रहे और हमारी फेलोशिप जो है रिलीज़ नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। हमारा जो ये रिसर्च है, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, ये एक नेशन की बैकबोन होती है। जिस कंट्री में रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स के लिए फंडिंग ना हो, रिसर्च के लिए फंडिंग ना हो, तो मुझे बड़ा दुख होता है ये कहते हुए कि वो कंट्री जो है वो ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं कर सकती है इस कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड में।
The LG-led health administration is all set to take precautive measures to combat the COVID third wave. For this, the administration has set up testing facilities at all major tourist gardens and parks in the valley. The facilities have been made available at Botanical Garden, Mughal Garden, Chashme Shahi Mughal Garden, Shalimar Mughal Garden, Nishat and many other paid gardens in the Srinagar. The health workers and doctors are assigned to test the visitors at various tourist gardens. The protocol for entry to parks includes the visitors to have a vaccination certificate or RT-PCR within 72 hours or has an antigen test within 24 hours are only allowed to enter the garden. Else they do a rapid antigen test. Many paramedics were seen taking nasal swab samples from every visitor to conduct a rapid antigen test for COVID-19 before entering the garden.
और हमारी यही कोशिश है कि किसी तरीके से हम इस थर्ड वेव को टाल दें, इसको ना आने दें, अपने रियासत में ही नहीं बल्कि मुल्क में भी इसको ना आने दें। हमारी तो यही कोशिश है। और कश्मीर इसको क्योंकि टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है, यहाँ जगह जगह से टूरिस्ट आते हैं, यहाँ लोकल्स घूमने आते हैं। और जो मुगल गार्डन्स हैं, ये एक जगह है जहाँ पे काफ़ी लोग इकट्ठे जमा हो जाते हैं। तो यहाँ पे SOPs का खास तौर पे बहुत ख्याल रखना पड़ता है। इसी वजह से हमारे हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट में जिस दिन से गार्डन्स खुले हैं उस दिन से हम यहाँ पे लगे हुए हैं। जो भी एंटर करता है गार्डन को, चाहे वो टूरिस्ट हो चाहे लोकल हो, उसका हम टेस्ट करते हैं।
The Wildlife Department on Tuesday caught a leopard alive in Chashma Mansbal area of Safapur in central Kashmir's Ganderbal district. As per the officials, the leopard was roaming in the residential areas between Ganderbal and Bandipora jurisdiction, posing threats to the local, especially to children. After being informed by the locals, teams of Wildlife Department visited the area and captured the leopard alive this morning. Notably, on July 11, a girl was taken away by a leopard from a car in the Zazuna area of Ganderbal, and later her body was recovered from an orchard. However, it was not immediately known if the captured animal was the same that had mauled the minor girl to death. The people of Kumfar area in Chandrakot of District Ramban seem to be very upset with the ongoing road construction work on the national highway. These residents say that due to this construction work, whenever there is an explosion to cut the mountains, their houses are damaged. Let's all tell you that on the mountain road, many houses are located in the mountains, many of which are fine on raw structures. Due to the construction work, 4 houses in this area have been badly damaged till now. In such a situation, people appealed to the administration and demanded to settle their problems soon.
कल से हमें कहना है कि कब निकलेगा वो भरोसा नहीं है। हमारे बच्चे दर बिदर है खेतों में, हमारा सामान जो है वो भी गए थे। हम चाहते हैं इधर कुछ हमें कुछ न कुछ करे, बनेगा कुछ न कुछ हमारा, तो हम भी कहीं रहेंगे। कुछ ठिकाना तो दे गवर्नमेंट। हमें बार बार झूठ बोलती है, कभी अब कुछ नहीं होगा, तो आज तो ये चल पड़े, अब कहाँ जाए।
Jammu is famous for its devsthans, and every year an annual fair and gathering of Hindu communities are held at their respective deity temples. With regard to this, the annual gathering of Lahotra fraternity was celebrated with great pomp at Raja Mandlik Devsthan in Patoli Brahmana. On this occasion, the president of Patoli Brahmana, Raja Mandlik Dev Trust, while congratulating the devotees, wished for peace and happiness for all.
जो वार्षिक मेल है हर साल जहाँ पर मनाई जाती है और बहुत ही खुशी के साथ मनाई जा रही है। जो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कोविड गाइडलाइन है उसको पूरा पालन किया गया है और सुबह से ही लोग पूरे सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के माध्यम से जहाँ पर आ रहे हैं और अपने कुल देवता का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करते हैं।
And now a news from Bollywood. Drug case. Arman Kohli's mobile chat revealed that drugs were coming from Peru, Colombia, wires connecting to big drug cartels. The custody of actor Arman Kohli was arrested in the drug case has been extended till September 1st. According to the Narcotics Control Bureau, such information has been received from Arman Kohli's mobile phone, which seems to be connected for a lines of drug supply with the famous Colombian drug cartel. Chats related to drugs have been recovered from Arman Kohli's mobile phone, in which many times the supply of drugs from Peru and Colombia is being mentioned. Arman Kohli was produced in the NDPS court on Monday along with drug peddler Ajay Singh. According to the Zonal Director of Narcotics Control Bureau, this chat will prove to be solid evidence against Arman Kohli and others under the NDPS Act 1985. He has claimed that apart from drugs, there are allegations in some other serious cases as well. And from the world of sports, the Board of Cricket Control in India is going to organize the Ranji Trophy from January 5 next year. According to the information, the Ranji Trophy will be held from January 5, 2022 to March 20, 2022. All the teams will practice for 2 days after being quarantined for 5 days. After this, all the teams will play against the domestic season from January 13. For this tournament, all the teams are divided into 6 groups. This year, all the Ranji Trophy matches will be played in Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Trivandrum and Chennai. Let's all tell you that due to corona epidemic, the Ranji Trophy was cancelled last year. The knockout rounds of Ranji Trophy will be played in Kolkata from February 20. And good news continues from Tokyo Paralympics for India. India's Manish Narwal and Singaraj Adhana qualify for men's 10-meter air pistol SH1. Manish qualifies for final and will be playing for a gold and has already reserved at least a silver. Also, Rakesh Kumar wins 140-137 against Slovakia in men's individual compound open books quarter-final berth. Till now, India ranks at number 28 at the Paralympics 21 medal tally and is continuously raising its level with 2 golds, 4 silvers, 2 bronze and in fight for 8 more. From across the world, the US has left Afghanistan a day before the Taliban's deadline. Now the country is completely ruled by the Taliban. Taliban fighters broke into Kabul airport shortly after the last US plane took off on Monday night and celebrated independence by firing in the air. During this, the terrorists also fired fireworks fiercely. With the last flight, America's 20-year-old military presence in the Afghanistan comes to an end. And that's all in this news bulletin. For latest updates and more news, keep reading the News Now and daily newspapers and stay tuned with us on TNN Web. Jai Hind.